and I'm coming to you from the expo of the Little Rock Marathon, where we will be spending this weekend with some of our good friends, meeting new ones, and having a wonderful time here in Little Rock, Arkansas. Right now, we are enjoying the expo, and we're going to get ready to head on over to an early start meeting with Tom and Hobbit Singleton. Talk about what we need to do, what to expect for the early start. Weather, well, yeah, never can tell. We're talking about everything from the 50s to the 60s to thunderstorms to ice to wind. You never know. Well, this is the South, and we have that big polar vortex coming down. Might be great, might be miserable, but no matter what it is, we're going to do it. So we'll be bringing you a little bit more of the expo and some of the goings on here before the big race here on Sunday. We'll see you a little bit farther down the road. What is going on here, you might ask? Well, these are all the brilliant people who are taking the early start. One of the really cool things about the Little Rock Marathon, the regular start has a 6-hour time limit, like a lot of marathons out there, but they have an early start, not just a little bit early, 2 hours early, a 6 a.m. start, and so that gives you 8 hours to finish the course. So if you're one of those people who are training for a marathon, don't know whether or not you're going to be able to make that cutoff, 8 hours. You talk about a generous time frame, and you start 2 hours before a regular marathoner start, which means that if you run a fairly decent pace, you're not going to be at the back of the pack. You're going to be up with all the other runners, which is really cool. But if you want to take the early start, there are a couple things you got to remember. One of them is that you have to maintain a 6-hour or less pace until all the rest of the marathoners catch up with you, and you got to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, a little bit of an inconvenience, but guess what? The Perks Pavilion's open, and that Perks Pavilion is a great value. And if you're going to take the early start, you have to come to the early start meeting, which is happening right here in just a couple of minutes.
We welcome you to Little Rock. We got this great weather coming in your way that we've got ordered just for somebody else. We're hoping it'll skip us tonight. Love Missouri, I'm from Missouri, but I wish it'll go to Missouri and not come down in St. Louis. So anyway, we try to keep this real short and sweet. One of the big issues that we talk about is if you're doing the early start, please, 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 you have to do a 14-minute mile pace and stay with the early start pacer. Now, if they're doing a little faster than a 14-minute mile pace, then just stay with it. I had my 6-hour pacers for the 6 o'clock start. Steve?
Pacers do that. So, and the best thing, even if it rains, if it blows 20 miles an hour, well, the stories you're going to have to tell these people with showing your medals, oh man, we had ice, we had snow, just make stuff up. Did that answer?
And the expo here at the Little Rock Marathon is at the beautiful State House Convention Center, which offers respite from the cold outside or warm weather or rain or whatever it happens to be. This is really a nice place, great facility, pretty easy to get to. Parking much more reasonable this year. They have event parking for $5 for all day, not only for the expo, but for the race. So let's go in and see what else we have in store here at the expo.
Yep. So at a particular time that you were shooting for, then
incredible. Really a pace for everyone here.
not very low.
have no idea what that was, but it was pretty exciting. Well, it's Saturday afternoon, 2 hours left in the expo, and it is hopping. You know marathoners, they wait till the last minute to do everything. Had a great series over there across the street at the Capitol Hotel with Leah Thorson, and we'll be waiting for about another hour to go over and see Bart Gasso, and then it's home, pack it up, rest it up, get ready for a 6 a.m. wet and cold marathon here in Little Rock. So until then, we will be getting ready for the start of the Little Rock Marathon and keeping our fingers crossed that, well, we don't get swept away by the wind or the cold. In the meantime, we'll see you at the start line. Good morning. It's a little after 5 a.m. in downtown Little Rock, Arkansas. Parking has been easy. Another wonderful thing about the early start. We're heading over to the Perks Pavilion to our own private gear check. Little nosh before we take the 6 a.m. start. Weather, nice this morning in the 50s, which is a little chilly for me, but most of you would say absolutely perfect running weather. It's scheduled to be, who knows, 38 around the finish for those of you taking the regular start. So we're hoping that it won't be too cold. They are saying that we will probably get wet, so we'll find out. See you a little farther into the Perks tent. And you're never too far from Hobbit and Tom when you are anywhere near the Little Rock Marathon. Up here bright and early, been up late, I'm sure, getting everything done. Yeah. We'll be seeing them later too. All right, welcome to the Perks Pavilion here at Little Rock Marathon. I'll give you a quick little tour here. Over my shoulder, we have our massage tables, and there are plenty of them. Oh, excuse me. We have our buffet with all of our breakfast food, pre-race carbs and everything you need to get going. And when we get back, that's going to be loaded with all kinds of yummy stuff. So we'll be able to feed the voracious marathoners as they finish. Plenty of seating here. Going to have a live band a little bit later. Right now they have some canned music going. And in the far end we have our own bag check and porta potty area. Plenty of heaters, it's nice, it's dry, you can stay warm, you can find a place to sit and relax. And it opens at 5:30, and for those of you who are taking the regular start, you can come down here and just chill out until the start. For those of us who are taking the early start, we don't have a whole lot of time here. It's a nice place to get ready, get acclimated, and get out on the course. And then we'll see you a little farther down the race course. Under 3 minutes from the start, getting ready to kick off the Little Rock Marathon.
Joy
And on the tower calling us out.
the run, walk, race of your lives here at Little Rock 2014. Seconds to go. Are you excited?
You guys have fun. We're going to see you at the finish line.
Mark Bravo and John Hampton and myself will be there to greet you. Gina and Geneva will be there to greet you. 20 seconds! All right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're off!
Well, we're making the climb onto the approach of the bridge to cross the Arkansas River. We're going to do that a couple of times. Yes, there are crazy spectators up this early in the morning.
That's pretty. That is pretty. Oh, man.
We are 4.5 miles in at, right now about a 12:51. So we're feeling good. We're gonna keep this going as long as our hip holds out. Hopefully that will be 26.2, but we'll make it. Nothing really exciting to see so far. We've been by the stadium. Yeah, we're in North Little Rock right now, so we're in a completely different town. See a little farther down the race course. All right, we are coming up on 5 miles. We have caught and passed the first 6-hour pacer, and we're closing in on the second one, who is just wicked fast for a pacer, because I'm at 12:53 right now. And they're up the hill. Who knows? See a little farther down the race course. Oh, by the way, back over the river.
This is just great.
Coming up on 10 miles, heading for the governor's mansion. And it looks like they're setting up for him to be dry. Well, the weather's kind of flaky. A little bit of rain, it stops. Wind stops. If it stays like this, we'll have a nice finish. If it gets worse, we'll have a finish. Mile 10, see you a little bit farther down the race course. Heading up the hill towards 11 miles. Here is where we take the left to the road less traveled by, or the right for the shorter route. A little uphill, and we'll be heading to mile 11. See you a little farther down the race course. We are passing Little Rock Central High School, which was the first place in Arkansas that had desegregation forced by the National Guard, but it is a historic monument here in Little Rock, and we get to run right by it. And as we turn the corner to 13 miles, we come to, yes, Capitol Building. Gorgeous post-Reconstruction era Capitol. A little windy, a little rainy, definitely getting colder. Kind of a strange thing to have this reversed shift, but we're making it through. Halfway. We're coming up to mile 14, heading into the Hillcrest District. We got a little over 2 more miles of uphill. We are just going to embrace the suck and do as Leah Thorvaldson said, to run this by effort, not by pace. So we banked some time at the half, and now we're just going to do a steady effort getting up and over the Hillcrest.
Get an autograph.
There's the pace car. There's the bike.
Get it, guy! Get it! Woo!
There's the lead runner.
Get it!
And there's Suzanne.
So awesome.
Hello, Suzanne.
Got it? Yeah.
Way to go! Good job, good job. We're about mile 18 and a half, and the 3:05 pacer just blew by us, but he was by himself, had no one behind him, just him and his sign. I had not planned on this because I have the hip from Hades that feels like I had a knife put in it even before we got in the start corrals, but this has become personal. I want to beat that 6-hour pacer, so we're going to do what we can to stay ahead of him. See a little bit farther down the race course. All right, we're coming up to the 20-mile arch. 20-mile timing shift, 20-mile map. A little bit farther, we get to turn around and come back. Time for the 20-mile happy day. 10K to go. All right, people, we're getting close to half a mile before the finish line. There's rain, there's sleet, there's snow, it's cold. But we're gonna make it. And if we kick it in the butt, put the camera away and run, we are going to PR this course. So we'll see you on the other side of that finish line. Well, sorry we couldn't tape the finish, but we were just a little bit too busy. Rain, sleet, snow, freezing conditions, wind. But we got it in the books. And the 2014 Little Rock Marathon was epic. Epic because we are at 5:57 something. We finally broke 6, so 5:57 and change. I don't know what it was because I hit the wrong button on my Garmin when I crossed. We'll wait for the official results, but we definitely did something we didn't think we were going to do, especially in these conditions, and that was to get a great PR. So now, off to the Perks tent, try to dry off, warm up, and get ready for a party this evening. We'll see you a little bit farther down the road.